Hi and welcome back to another video. This is a walking directions video from basically across from the Chemist Warehouse, the Undercover Walkway to the Innisfail State College. Basically the easiest way to get there, and a few other different ways that you can get there quite easily. So I'll give you a bit of a directions and show you along the way so you can see how to get there. The weather's not looking too great, so if it has to stop, it has to stop the video. But this will show you what's along the way as well. So you've come across the road from the Chemist Warehouse and you turn right and go up towards Brandon and Goulet Lawyers, and then Bachelor Mode. The Bachelor Mode is on your left hand side now. Right hand side you've got like your Brumbies, Innisfail Food Emporium, and the little place. So head up this hill here. You'll see the ANZ Bank on that side, on your right hand side, which is closing down on the 23rd of March 2022. Up this way is Rankin Street. That's the Worcestershire Hall, Taste of Italy Cafe, and National Australia Bank. Dr. Squashy and the two Dr. Squashies, Dr. Bursley's surgeries up here. If you're facing that way, on your right hand side, you got Perry's Cake Shop, and so on. So here you got your Australia Post Office. So we're heading down towards the Esplanade. So we're going along the Cutter Court now. This would be still classed as Edith Street, I'd say. And look, as you got your clock, courthouse, a few nice flowers, just starting to die off. Just be careful along here. Some of the pavers are a bit ruined, so be careful. And when it's wet, they can be quite slippery too. You'll notice in some of my other videos, I talk about my little tricks to avoiding that. You've got the Innisfail Historical Museum, like the Historical Society, in there. See what they got. Local History Museum stuff in there now. Piece of the census stuff. Okay, then we got Innisfail Youth and Family Centre Inc. Used to be called The Edge way back. You got a bit of a look at the sign. Pause to read it if you want to read it a bit longer. You got Albert's, established 2017, which is a bit of a restaurant. It's only open certain hours. Trading hours are Wednesday 5 till 8:30 p.m. 5 p.m. till 8:30. Thursday cafe 9:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Then pizzeria 5 p.m. till 8:30. Then Friday the cafe is 9:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Then pizzeria is 5 p.m. till 8:30. I think you need to book bookings and that. Just gives you a look. Just cut a court along there, and then you've got 4KZ, the local radio station, nqradio.com.au. So 4KZ AM is 531, and there's FM. I forget what the actual frequency is for FM, but it's on both, and it's also on shortwave radio certain times of the day. So we've got the Esplanade along here. To cross the Fitzgerald Esplanade. This is the nicest way to walk. You can walk on either side. So once we've got across there, turn left and head down towards the playground. You got the Esplanade down there. You got the fish and chip can there, and you got a toilet block under that seating area back there as well. Coming up on a payphone. You can see the clouds are coming over, so it may not make it. But yeah, you got the playground here and payphone. And then you've got the RSL on that side, the Innisfail RSL, Return Service League. These payphones are now free, as it says on here. This is now Fitzgerald Esplanade. Just showing what they look like. And that. Then you've got a Thai restaurant up just next to the RSL. You got a bit of a driveway in there. You got some undercover seating here and free barbecues. You'll see undercover there, that arch sort of cover is 2 free barbecues, council ones. Then you've got the War Memorial across from the RSL. Because of the way the sun is at the moment, there's no point in showing the RSL again, because the sun's that direction, being this hour of the day. And that's back towards the playground, 4KZ, max employment. So you got the Esplanade down there. We can actually walk along there. You can go down there and have a look if you want to. But like with all pavers in this town, just be careful walking along, because you may end up tripping over. Definitely tripping hazards galore. So you can keep going along here. This is Jack Fossey Park. It's all the seating area there. Needs to be cleaned. But you got Jack Fossey Park and the time capsule. That time capsule got knocked down in Cyclone Larry, and out the back. And you got the old Imperial Tavern for people who have lived here before. So that's the old Imperial Tavern. Then you got Sir Blue's big high-rise building, plus that cafe that I was talking about before, the Thai restaurant cafe. Then here you've got open garden scheme plaque. If you want to have a look, feel free to pause the video to read it. We'll continue on, because we've got a fair bit of a walk to go. Often this is in nice bloom, this one here. Same as these, certain times of the year they're really nice. If you go take some nice photos of flowers, or even just around town of anything G-rated, feel free to hashtag visit _Innisfail, and feel free to add them to my old and new Innisfail photos page on Facebook. Feel free to join, follow the rules, and it's all good. I see a lot of old Innisfail photos plus some new ones in between. And that's your Grey Street there across the way. You go up that way to go to the Catholic Church. If you're facing this direction, you'll find it on your right when you get up the top of the hill. And you keep going past it, on Grey Street, and you can end up on your way to Cairns. If you turn into Rankin Street on your left, when you go up the hill, you'll find like the Shire Hall and back into town direction. You've got the Innisfail Fire Station across there, an old classic Art Deco building, worth taking some photos of along the way. So this is basic, easy directions to get to particular places. There's a whole playlist full of excellent places, practical places to get to, and that you can follow along the way. There's your Masonic Lodge. Might be a bit hard to see in this light. There's the Masonic Lodge, and this is Innisfail Seafood. There, with the new tables out there. And then you got the old Innisfail ambulance station, straight across here, which is now Flexi something. It used to be Flexi Respite, but I don't think it is anymore. It's Flexibility, they call it now. This is a nice wide footpath to walk, jog, ride along, and now with some undercover seating along the way. Just be careful for green ants along here. Yeah, you'll often find green ants along here at these tables. You got some beautiful trees making a big tree canopy. There's some beautiful plants along here. Lots of birds. You got the glimpses of the Johnston River. This is still the Fitzgerald Esplanade. And what's this park called? Oh, then you got Dr. Palmer's Doctor Surgery across the way, across the road. So this is the Fitzgerald Park. Yeah, I thought it was. Just wanted to make sure. The Fitzgerald Park on the Fitzgerald Esplanade, also known as just the Esplanade. So you'll see these wider range of different trees, and Johnston River through there. Beautiful place to look across to Innisfail Estate, also known as Valetta's Estate. Now we'll be heading over to Valetta's Estate, Innisfail Estate, for the final part of the walk. Let's keep going. We're coming up close to public toilets, and then on the left hand side across the street you'll find the Innisfail District Hospital. Now to go to the emergency entrance, the main entrance, you can go up this hill, which is Alice Street, and then when you get up to near the top of the hill to Rankin Street, turn right and go down. You'll find the entrance. There's a payphone, and then you'll find the entrance. Or you can go down, keep going down here, go past this payphone on the Fitzgerald Esplanade on the hospital side, keep going around the corner and up Emily Street, then turn into Rankin Street and up, and you'll find it. Here's your public toilets. And a bit of a climbing area with CCTV everywhere, which is good. And your public seating. And then you'll come across the Innisfail skate park, which we won't show much of because we're crossing the road to minimise the amount of walking. This is the Fitzgerald Park, a Rotary project, Rotary International. Rotary Club of Innisfail meets Crown Hotel Monday at 6:30 p.m. So there's your Herb Lake Park and the skate park, and then back down towards town, the Esplanade. So we'll cross over here. A lot of traffic. Bear with me. See how the day there can be. That's back down towards town. This is where we're going to be going. So there's the old nurses' quarters at the hospital, and where you go in to go to the dentist. We'll show that once we get up there if you need to see it. And there's the skate park and the bridge, the Geraldton Bridge. Another little seating area there, and some nice plants. If you continue up here, watch out, some of these paths are a bit dodgy as well. Sometimes there's tripping hazards. You just got to be aware. Okay, so this is the dental clinic way to get in. So certain times of the day you can get in here, building 3, dental pathology. So you go down this walkway to get to it. So there's also a payphone, which is free now down here, free within Australia to use. Like, you can't ring overseas on it for free. This is the newer part of the hospital where Ward 7 and that used to be. But there used to be a big wall here which stepped near this payphone. Yeah, huge one. Okay, so if you keep going around here past the 50 sign, speed sign, and all that, you will see, not far away, there's the tennis club, tennis courts and that. There's also a dance studio just past there. If you go up Emily Street, you'll find, and don't turn off, you'll find Central State School. And if you go to the end of that street, the corner of Ernest Street and Emily Street, and you turn right, turn right and walk down, you'll find Brothers Leagues Club, and you'll find the netball courts. So we're going to turn right here, and we're going to cross over through the traffic island and all that to the Geraldton Bridge over the Johnston River to get to the other side of town, one of the other sides. So like I said, if you go down there and turn where the speed bump sign is, until you get down to the tennis courts, and the dance club, dance studio, and all that. So just keep going along here. So you turn towards the cyclone shelter sign and this railing. Just keep going along this bridge. Follow it. There's a plaque along here if you want to have a look. I'll show it. If it shows up, well, that's good. If it doesn't, then not much I can do about it, but you can pause to read. 1965 this bridge was built. Excellent. 1965. The name Innisfail was changed in 1910 because it used to be Geraldton. So I don't understand why it was changed. Never made any sense to me. Because there's a lot of places that have the same name around. But it was changed to Innisfail. So cyclists dismount. So you're not meant to cycle along here. Probably not scooter or skateboard either. Come along. It's a little narrow when someone comes along. But gives you an idea. And there's the, if you look to your left and look to your right, you'll see the Johnston River. Wow. Yeah, the Johnston River. Have a look on the way past. Okay. Look on both sides. You see down towards the Esplanade. You can see the water tower. And back straight ahead. So you want to keep heading this direction. Get off the bridge at the end and just keep going. Follow this bike path until it finishes. There's two ways into the school that I know of. So I'll show you both ways. A lot of cars, a lot of traffic along here. Oh. So we'll just continue along here. There's also the Johnston River Community Gardens, I think they call themselves. You can turn at the end of all this railing, or there's also some steps down here where you can go down and go across to it. Community Gardens, which is worth having a look at. You can go where those two railings are there and go across where that pathway is, through there. And up the walkway there, you've got the environmental work in progress sign. There's also toilets down there too. I don't know if they're open all the time, but there is toilets. A lot of mosquitoes and stuff down there too. Whew. And keep going along here. Gets a little bit cooler when there's a bit of tree canopy here. Keep cruising along. This is your stairs just here. That'll take you down to where the community gardens and all that is. There's other ways to get to the community gardens as well, but this is one of the ways that I know. Then you got Pulsar Builders, and I guess it's Trepang Fisheries. I don't know how you say it. Trepang. Don't know what that's all about, but anyway, I don't really know that one. Don't think I've ever seen it there before. You got Meals on Wheels up here too, and the SES along the way. So you can drive up here and go down here to get to those places, and you can go under the bridge where people do fishing and that. Just beware of crocodiles and that. But here's your Meals on Wheels, 11 Flying Fish Point Road. So this along here is all Flying Fish Point Road. So we're on Flying Fish Point Road now. But yeah, 11 Flying Fish Point Road. Meals on Wheels phone number 40611 They still class that as 11 Flying Fish Point Road as well, the SES, where that van is, the white van. Okay. There's the sun in our eyes facing back towards the bridge, Geraldton Bridge, and we'll just keep going along here. Gives you an idea what's around the area too. There's Freeman Street on the side there. So to get down to like the SES, Meals on Wheels, those sort of places like I've shown before, you just turn just here and go down. See it? Okay, so we've got Tropical Lodge Motel up here, which is more like a backpacker thing as far as I know. And you've got a physiotherapy place along there, that house with the 3 cars and the person there. Can't see the sign properly, so I can't tell you the proper name of it, but it's physiotherapy along there. Run out of that house. So here's your Tropical Lodge here. Along here. Won't show too much because there's people sitting there. But it used to be the accommodation centre shop, tape shop as people called it. Over the years. Just show the front of it a bit, so you get a bit of an idea of what it was like here. For sale by owner.com.au. So it's up for sale. There you go. It used to be owned by a guy named Lyle back in the day. Now we're coming up on the first entrance to the high school, and also the Johnston River Community Gardens like I was talking about before. There's the other entrance. Go up there and you'll find it. There's all signs to it. So that's going to your left. Speed limit is 10. There's your Innisfail State College sign. We'll have a quick look what it says on there. It's also the Johnston TAFE and Community Children's Centre. Use this entrance for that. Now, there's not as much TAFE as there used to be here, so don't expect huge amounts of courses. But you can have a look anyway. Let's have a look. See what it shows on here. PNC in A block, Monday the 14th of March, 6 PM. Okay, so let's keep going. So you keep following this along here. There's also an Australian Post box to your right. A lot of nice old Italian sort of places along here too. It's nice to look at as you're walking along. You got, so if you go to your left, around the roundabout where that white ute is, you can see it, or where the 3 have gone. You get to Flying Fish Point, you get your Bergen Road and Tierney Road. So Flying Fish Point's where the beach is, and there's Flying Fish Point Cafe, there's the coconuts. Basically a couple of beaches out there to have a look at. Really nice. It's Flying Fish Point Caravan Park. I recommend the fish and chips at the Flying Fish Point Cafe. Very nice people. You got the cyclone shelter, when there's a cyclone. That's in the high school. It's the big multi-purpose room, the gymnasium, whatever you want to call it. It's in there. So you go down that first road, the first driveway where I mentioned the garden place and all that. Then you go straight across there, or you can go to the other entrance that I'm going to show further along. So bear with me that this is a longer video, but it really helps me out to watch the whole video, to press like, to comment, subscribe. Really helps me out in the long run with YouTube's algorithm. What it does is it tells YouTube, okay, this is worth recommending, and we'll recommend it, and it just grows the channel. It allows more people to see it, to help them on their way. So you got the sign there, 5 kilometres to the coconuts, 7 kilometres to Flying Fish Point, and it mentions the Caravan Park there. The sign there. And beware of people on push bikes. So best to stay to one side along here. Gives them a bit more room. But this is a bit of a look. This used to be the TAFE Oval. Now it's State College Oval. There's someone coming along with a dog. It's nice to see someone walking the dog on a leash rather than coming after people. It's crossing over. Looks like a red cattle dog, like that red dog in the movie. Very similar. Okay, so this video has been going for 25 minutes so far. Now I'm walking a little bit slower than my normal pace for the image stabilization, so the camera works better. There's your Seymour Street if you need to know where that is. Down there. We'll just keep going along. We're not that far off where the Innisfail State College is, where the main entrance is, where you get to the admin building and places like that. Where the NRL goal post is, basically behind there is, pretty sure that's the cyclone shelter. Across there. Whew. Yeah, it's a very hot day. It was 35 degrees last time I checked. I'll have a look now and see on my phone, other phone, what temperature it actually is at the moment. Give a bit of an idea. Okay. So I have a weather station at home which I go from. There's some nice different plants along here again. It's 34 degrees at the moment. The humidity is 78% humidity. So it's always worth slip, slop, slapping. Long sleeves if possible. A hat if possible. And sunscreen. Out of that I've only got the sunscreen. But I have the problem of overheating too easy, so I can't wear the others. But it's always good to bring a drink of water with you when you're doing any of these walks. Even if you're just walking along here just to listen to what I'm saying while you're walking, is also a good thing. Even if you don't have to go to the State College, you just want to do the walk and listen and follow along, feel free to. Definitely. Let me know in the comment section that you've done it. Like I said before, it helps. So we're nearly at the Innisfail State College main entry. And we'll see another one of those lit up signs, which looks like it's a bit brighter, a bit newer. We've got the TAFE Queensland sign on there, and Queensland Government Department of Education. So it's got the sign for the cyclone shelter. On your right, the blue and white sign, and road ahead. There's your big lit up sign, Innisfail State College. We are respectful, we are safe, we are responsible, we are learners. There you go. I don't know if that shows up on the video, but you can heard me say it. So here's your Innisfail State College sign. We'll get a bit of a look at this one. But yeah, have a look on the walking directions playlist on YouTube, on Bestestimes Reborn. You can see a bit more. There's your main car park for the school. And if you just keep heading out this way, we go to Flying Point and the Coconuts. Watch out for cassowaries and bandicoots, wallabies, all these things that come along the way. Okay, so I've got to head back now, so we'll call it quits here. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive.